Welcome and thanks for joining us. In this video we visit the town of Hyden and Wave Rock. At Hyden I stopped at a little park that had a display of a walk through time with sculptures made with old bits and bobs, really enjoyable, and some of the work was amazing and fun. Wow, this one was incredible. A horse and cart made out of things other people would just see as rubbish, called Heidi and Toby. He even had a pipe. What an incredible work of art. This one really made me laugh, and echidna made with spark plugs. The imagination of people who make these things is amazing. How they can see past just a piece of old tool, a piece of old machinery or scrap, and turn it into something amazing and fun. Another one I thought was funny was Johnny the mechanic working under an engine. You have to admire the humour and the skill that has gone into Hyden's first power station. One is even whistling a tune. I think the sculpture with the horse and cart and this one of Russ and the bus were one of my favourites. And Jess thought so too. I came across this incredible mural as I was driving around Hyden. I believe it's on the back of the IGA supermarket. I was in awe of such beautiful work. For a little town, Hyden had a lot of things to look at. It was great that Wave Rock is also dog friendly. Wave Rock was a place Chris and I wanted to go to for many years after seeing a photo of it in a camera club competition. I was finally able to fulfil that wish for both of us. Wave Rock is a 50 metre high and 110 metre long concave wall of granite. The colours of the wave are caused by rain washing chemical deposits, carbonates and iron down the face, forming vertical stripes of reds, greys and yellows. Streaked with black and orange algae all emphasise its shape. The shape is a result of water weathering the rock. Nothing to do with the sea, but we still want to do those surfing photos. It's pretty impressive. The colours are really brought out with the sun shining on it now. Wave Rock is the best known feature of this area, but it is not the name of the whole granite outcrop. That is called Hyden Rock, so Wave Rock is just one part of the picture. There are also plenty of other interesting colours and shapes to see as you follow the path along the rock. You can also climb up to the top of Hyden Rock. There are several paths you can take. It is worth the climb just for the view. But there is also something very special on the top of Hyden Rock. Up the top of the rock are catchment walls that act as a giant funnel that direct rainwater into the dam. The walls wind in and out, making it all very fascinating. The original dam was built in 1928 with a small catchment of stone walls. With the expansion of the dam in 1951, which increased the capacity tenfold, so a larger catchment area was required. The rock walls were extended so that most of the rain falling on the two main domes of Hyden Rock were channeled into the dam. The total catchment area grew to almost 66 acres, surrounded by 2,764 metres of wall. This is used to collect drinking water for Hyden. Wow, this is incredible, and how ingenious. I have found it all very fascinating, and I know Chris would have found it very interesting as well and loved exploring the area. There are also bunches of these flowers up on the rock. Also, another surprise I wasn't expecting was a whole lot of granite boulders. I had lots of fun walking around checking them all out, some with some very interesting shapes. Chris and I used to love exploring granite boulders together like this. We would have spent hours up there just walking around, checking out every little nook and cranny and taking loads of photos and having lots of fun. Down from the granite boulders is more of the rock wall. Now this is a different view of wave rock that you don't often see. And this is the dam. This is part of a fun fence on the way to see the salt pool. This is like magic. Apparently the waters change colours throughout the day, particularly at sunrise and sunset. Unfortunately for me it was an overcast day, so not very magic in my case. The salt pool was pretty special. A 20-metre round, 6-metre deep swimming pool. Apparently the buoyancy and therapeutic properties are greater than those of the Dead Sea. It was way too cold to go for a swim, but I did dip my finger in and yes, it was very salty. Around the outside edges of the pool are these little day use areas with day beds, and at the back of them is an open air shower and a toilet in each one. That's pretty cool. I would have loved to have gone for a dip if it was a bit warmer. Yeah, so cool. You can drive straight up to it. On the way to the salt pool it was an emu fence. Back at the caravan park it's a kangaroo fence. The walking path to Hippo's Yawn can be a little bit uneven in places, but with my trusty guide dog leading the way, what could possibly go wrong? It's an interesting walk with more aspects of Hyden Rock to see, with big cracks and some caves. Hippo's Yawn is a big boulder with a hollow under it, like a cave, with the shape of it resembling a hippo yawning. If you take the path direct from the car park for Wave Rock, it's only a very short walk. Like Wave Rock, the Hippo Yawn is also dog friendly. It's Jess sitting in the mouth of the hippo. She's also been having lots of fun exploring. This is walking right back into the back of the hippo's cave, and as you can see there's also really interesting going right back in there. So thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe.